Hello friends, back with another update on the Monkey project. We are at 278,000 market cap, down about 11% over the last 24 hours. We are looking like we're still at that nice floor here. I've got the zoomed out chart showing that. And just a reminder, if you look back at the chart over the last 7 months or so, you can see we have definitely survived the 90% pullback and have a nice floor here. And every day under a million market cap is a gift. And so, in my opinion, take advantage of that. Load up on your bags for our inevitable run. That's what I'm doing here. You can see the buy chart here, and the buy is getting in at this nice low price average entry point of 343,000, which is going to be in the rearview mirror soon, in my opinion. So I'm excited about 2026. Monkey, as we can see, is unkillable, and the cute monkey was destined to run, and we're just waiting for that catalyst. So I'm happy having that accumulation mindset and just adding more at this point. If we stay trading sideways for a while, bouncing around near the bottom here, I'm going to take advantage and load up as much as I can uh, before we run. And I think the community is solid and growing, and we are in good shape. Speaking of the community, we're up to 6,300 plus members now. Come join the community. It's a great community here on X, and a lot of good folks here that chill every day. And it's a nice community to be part of. Let's look at the holders real quick. I think the last time I looked was, yeah, like the 13th. So I just ran it a little earlier today on the 16th, and things are still looking really great. Remember, this wallet here was a transfer from another one, so we'll leave that out. And you can see here, even taking that one out, we're still, since the beginning of January, about 18 million increase in the top holders and what they're holding. And there was one, I did a look up the other way. There's this one here that sold, I think, a couple days ago, the 5.2 million that they started out with on January 2nd. And so I just want to point that out that there was one wallet that sold, but overall, in general, the vast majority of these top holders are selling or adding, which is a great thing to see. And the conviction of these top wallets is a huge part of the monkey bull thesis that when we start running, these holders are more likely to hold beyond just a simple 10x, hold for the long term, and let us really run and have a sustained run. All right, don't forget also, we're going to have a monkey community space on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll record it this time for those who can't attend. I think there's a toggle I found that I didn't toggle on last time. And so anyone will be able to listen later whenever it's convenient for you if you can't make it. But please come out and make it, and we'll let everybody speak that wants to speak. And I think it'll be a good time to catch up with the community. Again, like I said, great folks. Nice to chat with everybody. That's Monday at 1 Eastern. I'll send out a couple reminders prior to that. All right, let's look at X and see what's going on. Some good posts. Gordon, one-time monkey holder, maybe still holding in a one of the side wallets, but Gordon says if you bought at the bottom like I did, you can just relax and watch things play out for a while. Being positioned before the herd is always nice, and that's how I feel with Monkey. We're buying the bottom right here, and anyone that's adding and filling up their bag and building a whale bag, like Gordon says here, it's nice to be ahead of the herd, and we can just wait for things to play out and not worry about trying to grab more monkey when we see these big green candles. Crypto Waterman says everyone in crypto suffers from the same problem, having shiny object syndrome, and this mistake will cost you everything when alt season arrives. It destroys portfolios because the moment something new starts pumping, people forget everything they believed in and feel the urge to chase whatever is moving the fastest. And I honestly think that's what's happening with Monkey, and that's why the accumulation zone that extended sideways or slightly down trading is a hard time to hold. And everyone will say, oh, I wish I had bought Bitcoin back in 2012 or, whatever. But likely they couldn't have held that long. And so that's an important thing to realize. Folks forget what they believed in and start looking for things that pump. There's going to be something that pumps every day. It's going to be a temptation. But don't forget, monkeys will buy and hold coin, and chasing whatever's moving the fastest, like he says here, will cause your portfolio to be wrecked because you're going to miss the monkey run. It says when alt season comes, everything will start running, charts go vertical, and emotion slowly replaces logic. As you'll see everyone posting 6, 7 figure screenshots, all to convince you that if you don't buy now, you miss on big gains. That's when most people make their worst decisions. They sell their high conviction plays, like Monkey, the ones they researched, believed in, and hold for years, just because they haven't pumped yet, and rotate into hype coins that are already crowded, already extended, and usually already too late. This is what usually happens next. Once you sold your coins and chase hype coins, they stop pumping and the coin you were holding originally starts pumping. All of my best gainers was never about catching new hype coins. My biggest win was being early to narratives and knowing sooner or later CT will catch up. Next time you feel FOMO, ask yourself, am I buying with logic or fear? If it's fear, you're late to the party already. So keep that in mind. If you have that fear of missing out, you're probably already late. You're chasing green candles, and that's not going to be profitable long term. Use logic. If Monkey is a good project, which it is, if the meme's good, which it is, if the community is strong, which it is, this is the time to buy it and hold it and see what happens. Work your bag, be part of the community. Don't sell your monkey. If you're going to chase green candles, in my opinion, do it with new money. And then, of course, rotate back into your conviction plays like Monkey. It's a good post here from Crypto Waterman. Sachs says, at losses, cinch your portfolio all-time highs. Stop trying to chase making back those losses. Back when you built your port up to that level, you were focused on stacking and compounding gains. My advice, forget about your portfolio all-time high. Reframe chasing losses is better than growing your port. You will go much further than you previously did if you focus on the present moment and the opportunity ahead of you rather than dwelling on the negative. And so with Monkey, don't worry about here. That's going to be nothing compared to where we're going to go. Focus on here. Is it a good buy? Am I in position for what comes next? And focus on that. Don't worry about the all-time high. We're gonna get there and more so. Just focus on now. Mirage says, I believe this market is just one pump away from true euphoria, the start of mania. Take a risk, front run the euphoria, or find yourself caught up in mania, a manifestation of it. Buy the dips or find yourself top blasting the bounce. Manic, riddled with the fear of missing out. Another good post about at this point on the chart, buy it and hold it. And that's what Mirage is saying here. Buy the dips or you're going to start top blasting the bounce because Monkey's going to bounce like crazy at some point. Godric says you don't understand meme coins because you think they're about money. They're about finding your people at 2 a.m. when the charts are bleeding. They're about 100 strangers willing to hold through minus 80% because you promised not to sell. Traditional finance has clients. We have brothers in arms. There's no ticker for that kind of loyalty. I love this post. It made me think of the monkey community, how we love each other. We're here for each other. We survived. We're still working, and it's just a great community. We're not selling, we're holding, and we are brothers in arms for sure. And this loyalty is rare in crypto, and we've found a good coin. So to me, I'm buying and holding for the sake of the community and also because of the community, because I know that Monkey's going to be around to stay. Tayo says every successful person I know had that one delusional thought that they were going to win. This is a commonly used quote, but I always love it every time I see it because you have to believe in something in order to succeed and make a lot of money. Like Elon Musk, remember he was plowing his last bit of money into Tesla and he didn't even know if it was going to make it as a company. And look where he is now. Because he thought, we have a chance to do something special. So we do have that with Monkey as well. And people might call it delusional, but I really do think we're going to win. Cryptoshi says, I will sell my coins at the price I deserve. I know what I hold. That's how I feel about Monkey. I'm not going to sell my Monkey for pennies. I know the potential of what we hold and how strong it is. So I'm just loading up and I'm going to sell it, way down the line when I think I'm getting a good value for it. Right now, I'm not going to sell it for pennies. I'm going to be adding more. At the macro level, Bitcoin Magazine says Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says banks are trying to undermine President Trump's crypto agenda. They're trying to protect their own profit margins, taking money out of the pockets of hardworking average Americans. And so he's talking about the legislation that's pending and was delayed. He's saying the banks are fighting back against it. We know the banks have a lot of lobbyists. So hopefully this thing pushes through and it makes sense. The banks are used to just collecting interest and making money off of folks, and crypto sort of prevents that. It gives them a way around some of these banks and all the fees that they have. So hopefully this thing passes soon. Andy Leon says, build with heart, community changes the world. I think the monkey community is that type of community. We can have a historical run and go down in the history books and be a coin that everyone talks about for years to come. We just have to have that conviction and stick by. Godric says, we're not trading meme coins for the thrill. Some of us want freedom from 9 to 5s that's crushing our soul. Some want to finally take their parents on that vacation. Others are drowning in debt they didn't choose. Different dreams, same desperation. This isn't a game. It's people fighting for a better life with the only tool that feels like it gives them a chance. We're not degen gamblers. We're dreamers who refuse to accept that working 40 years is the only path to security. Mock it if you want, but behind every wall is a human being trying to change their story. So that's a good post from Godric here, and I think the monkey community, we're all different, and we all have different goals. But I think for a lot of us, we've got that goal to retire the bloodline, that financial freedom, that generational wealth. And I think monkey gives us that opportunity, that potential that we're looking for. John says, if there's any time for a new 1 billion runner, it seems like the time is now. I kind of get that feeling too, that we could have some massive runners and that monkey could be the one. Everyone loves the animal, everyone loves the monkey. We got that high mind share. And I think at this market cap, it's just a steal. Jack Duvall says 2 months ago, half of CT said meme coins were over. They said they were going to die like NFTs, that the trenches would shift to prediction markets. If you stuck around now, you now have a massive edge over those who left. So take it as motivation. It is never over. Agree. And I think folks have said monkey's dead. They said it's over. But we know monkey's not dead. It's still alive. And the comeback is going to be glorious. And I look forward to celebrating with you all. Thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow.